Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Pokemon Puzzle League Solutions Manual Guide, and then some. Hey, it's been some time. I do apologize, this has taken quite a while. However, I'm willing to admit y'all my main reason and excuse. Last we left off, we were in Class 2. We were about to take on the Special Puzzles in Lorelei's class. And this is my excuse. I don't want to do it. No, actually, I'm fine. I can do this, guys. It's just Lorelei's basic puzzles are a bit mind-boggling, and they're very, very frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. I can't really... it's not like the last ones where I was able to come up with something goofy to help you remember, like, how to do stuff. This one's just kind of... you have to eyeball it, guess and check, play around, and just fumble around until you figure out something, basically. These are nasty, I'm not gonna lie. And I hate to say it, but I think it's gonna get worse in Brock's class, so... let's go ahead and get this underway! Woohoo! Yeah, buddy. Alrighty, Puzzle 1. Puzzle 1 starts off with 2 moves, and we're looking at his stack like, what the fudge do we do? Well, by the looks of it, looks like we're going to have to do something with its green, because everything else looks pretty squared away, so let's go ahead and find a way to match that. We could drop this off and match it like this, but that ain't going to do us any good, because then it's just going to drop this red over here. So alternatively, let's match the green on the right side and see what happens. What do you know? Polyroll spoken. It works. Excellent. And that's only the beginning, folks. It's gonna get nastier. Some of these are not so bad because they're pretty, they're symmetrical, which I kind of like. Oh, lovely, a tower one. Time to play some Jenga! This one's kind of interesting. You gotta play a yellow-green pattern, okay? And the reason you want to go yellow then green is because if you go green first, go green! You're not going to be able to get rid of all the green blocks, because you'll notice there's 5 of them. You're going to have them drop down. And as I said, there's a cross, T, horizontal or vertical, or even L shape that you can match these in. We're going to do the cross shape. So, we're going to go yellow, then green, come down here and go yellow, then green on the other side, because you have to keep it symmetrical in a sense. Boom, baby! Haha. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, keep it up.
Alrighty, stage 2. Done and out of the way, thank goodness. I'm just so excited because these puzzles get nasty. Alrighty, this one is actually really interesting. We're going to get rid of the reds and the blues in a chain combo format. We're going to go ahead and pull this blue block to the left. We're going to drop this red block on top of it, and then we're going to pull this cyan block I meant. We're going to pull the cyan block out to match the T shape. It's tea time! Spot tea, darling! Yeah. Yeah, I do apologize, guys. Again, I think I've given you so many excuses and apologies as is, but like I said, I was actually kind of putting this off, and I finally looked at my playlist and stuff like that, stuff that needs to get done, and I'm like, let's just get this done. Let's get this rolling again, because this isn't going to go away, and I never give up on my projects. I always finish them down to the T, even if I get slung in the face with a nasty surprise. I mean, that's just not my style. I like to finish. Finish with a bang, you know, even if I get something that blows up in my face, you know. So, yeah. Sorry I'm not doing a whole lot of, like, explanation, but some of these you just kind of, it's better you just kind of watch, I guess. Since I don't really have anything witty or clever to help you remember them by, other than my ranting and raving. Okay, let's see here. If I remember correctly, this is a weird one, actually. We are going to match the purples. We are going to match them in an L shape, but it's a little weird. And I'll show you why. First, you're going to pull this purple block off to the left. Then you're going to pull the cyan block off to the left, followed by switching the cyan and purple, and you're like, well, why didn't I do that the first time? Well, we couldn't do it because there was a cyan block in the way. And this is why it's weird. You got all the same color, but the way it drops just in time, you know, time lag, it doesn't match, actually. Because you have to have 3 in a row matching at this, you know, all in a row of some sort. And it's mind-boggling. That's another reason why I didn't really want to do this, is because, oh, this is kind of fun. Notice the arrow pointing down. I guess they want this to go down, so let's do that, shall we? Boom! Boom! Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. But I decided to stop making excuses and decided to get on the ball with this, because you guys need some variety, more than just Mario Sunshine and Majora's Mask, and eventually Banjo-Kazooie, but I've been having issues trying to get the file up to speed with that. Okay, I'm trying to okay. This is kind of a weird one. You're going to match the purples and the reds, but you're going to do so in a very careful manner. You're going to move the cyan block to the right side first. 1, 2, then you're going to switch and match them. See what I mean? Mine equals blown. I'm going to have to take a shovel and scrape it, or anything, and scrape my brain off the wall here. This stuff's like blowing me away. It's just crazy, man. So yeah, okay, let's see. I know we gotta play some Jenga, but I'm making sure I play it right. Let's drop this piece off to the left, to the right, and then we're gonna take care of this green block. And then there we go. We got rid of it. Yeah. That's good. It's all good. Yeah, buddy.
That's great.
Alrighty, moving on. Stage 10. I think. Yeah, stage 10. Alrighty, so let's see here. What do we want to do? We're going to solve the puzzle. Well, yeah, I know that, Sherlock. Oh, I know. This is weird, actually. It's another one of those, like, huh? Watch, I'm going to switch this red and this cyan, then I'm going to pull the cyan block out. WTF, what the fudge is that crap? That's just, like, mindception, I guess. Well, maybe not even that. I'm just being silly. I'm having a hairy canary over, like, some crazy matches that are happening. I mean, you got a match in the third row and the first row, and it's like, I didn't even do anything with the third row, and, yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to shut up now. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and switch this around. Match all 8 of these. And at first it looked like, when I was going through this, it looked like I didn't solve the puzzle when I did that, but I'm like, oh, okay. So sometimes, I guess this is kind of a tip. Sometimes when you're playing around trying to figure these puzzles out, just let it play out and see what happens. You never know, you might surprise yourself, honestly. Okay, this is a little doozy, actually. You're going to form yourself some stairs. Take the stairs, don't take the elevator. But you're going to do so by moving the yellows to the left side. So, we're going to pull that over to there. And then we're going to go ahead and just pull this out so we can make some stairs. But then, instead of moving this yellow to the... or moving this yellow over, we're going to go ahead and just switch this blue and this yellow block. And then pull out this blue block, and the stairs that wind down are going to take us to our destination. Make like Donkey and Shrek and be the master of the stairs, baby. A step here, a step over there, a step all over. Ooh! Okay. Now this one, I believe, is just a few minor tweaks, is what I like to call it. Some of these are just minor tweaks. The first minor tweak I can find is right here, where this green block can go with this set right here, this purple and green that can match. The second tweak is a little harder to find, but if you come up here and switch this red and purple, you got another set that's able to come down in a set of stairs fashion. And then finally, all you got left to really do is just switch this red and this purple, and then watch it crumble down. Woo! I'm on fire today! Yeah! Oh, sorry. Hang on. Let me get a sip of my coffee here. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. I'm like having a guy slurping your face like that. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pull this cyan block over to the left, both of them, actually, and then we're gonna match them! Make a corner. I guess that's another way you can describe it. Instead of calling it an L shape, you just call it corner. That's what it looks like. It's like a corner to a box or something, or even a stamp. Which reminds me of a riddle I remember hearing once upon a time.
Almost there.
I have traveled around the world, and yet I stay in one corner. What am I? Obviously a stamp, because I just gave it away, but I thought it was a pretty cool riddle. Speaking of which, I was reading through some random, like, bad puns and whatnot. I just got a kick out of it. Of course, it made me think of Chugga Conroy whenever I read them, but yeah, it's alright.
Almost there.
I'm trying to think of one of them that was really, really good. Crap, I can't think of it at the moment. I'll probably think of it, like, near the end when I'm ready to finish up. I'm like, no! I need time to tell it! It's funny! Well, it's bad humor, but it's funny anyway. And by bad humor, I don't mean, like, suggestive. I mean just plain, like, haha, lol. That's not really funny, but I'll laugh anyway. Yeah, well.
Yes, keep it up.
I will. I sure will, Lola. I'll do my best to keep up with you. Okay, this one is just... a word cannot describe what I think, but it makes me feel bamboozled. But this is what they want you to do, or at least one of the ways to do it, I guess. You're gonna pull this yellow block out, and then they want you to match these reds like this. I look at that and I'm like, how the heck are you expecting me to think like that? And even, I mean, with all the crap that was up top here, I mean, seriously, how? I mean, I normally, because I remember there was a rule I said usually you want to stick to the top, but that defies that rule. So that just, this game made a liar out of me in the special class. I mean, it's seriously, it's just, it's like math sometimes. There's always an exception, which, even though, I mean, math is my strength, I will admit, it does get frustrating when there are certain exceptions to certain rules whenever you're solving stuff that you have to keep in mind. It drives me up the frickin' wall, because I'm thinking, oh jeez, here's another frickin' formula, or here's another exception to the rule I have to look out for in case I see that. I now have to know this is what you do. Okay, this is another mind blower. Now, I would think, because you're supposed to pull these yellows out over to the right, I would think this would all clear, but obviously, you know, you have to kind of picture it like what all is touching each other at least 3 or more in a row. Apparently, it's a cross shape that does the trick for that. And yeah, anyway, well, just ranting and raving, you got to see how freaking weird that was. There's a few more of them like that in this, so it's all good that I rambled on. Okay, this is really interesting. You're going to match, once again, another corner shape or L shape. However, you're not going to do it this way, because you don't solve it that way, because then you're just loving this garbage. No, what you are going to do is you're going to first pull this red block out to get this cyan block to the bottom. This way you have 3 blocks in the bottom at least, and then you have 1 in each row. Now, you're going to match it the other way, like I said, the other L shape, instead of like this, because you're still back to square one. Instead, you're going to pull the cyan block to the left over here. You're going to switch to cyan and red, and then you're going to match the corner shape to the right. And that's how you do it. See, sometimes you may have the right idea in this game when you're trying to do these puzzles, but you have to change up the method that you're doing with it. Or you may have to, like, I don't know, do it in a different direction. Match the same way, just a different direction. That's just the way it is. This is one where you can kind of just focus on. There's a few of these that are like this. I think I demonstrated one of them, but you can just focus on one color, really, and then you worry about the rest later. First thing first, you want to get the purple to the right. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now, what do you think we do? Do we do this? No, that would be silly. Let's do this. Pull this yellow block out and watch it crumble down! Crumble down like the demolition men we are! And women, sometimes. There's some women out there, I'm sure. Anyway.
Yes, keep it
that was
up.
random. I can't believe I did that. I need to lay off the caffeine. Okay, this is another symmetrical example, which is kind of nice. Because it keeps things really simple and like, okay, I can see this. I can deal with this. But that other crap when you have garbage on the ceiling, close touching the ceiling, and then you're expected to do something down below randomly, it's just, ugh. I don't know. Maybe I just being a crybaby and need to just suck it up and deal with it. Who knows? Alrighty, so for this one, we are going to match the blues and the cyans at the same time. But we're not going to do it by dropping this out. We want to drop this yellow block out and then switch it. Switch it up! Switch it up, baby! Sub! Ah, crap, my computer. No! Bad. Yeah. Sorry, my computer's trying to do this screensaver thing, and I don't want it to. Because whenever it does that, it tends to cause me to lose footage, and then I have to re-record this, and then I get really upset. It just, I'm not in the mood to deal with it. I just ain't. I refuse to put up with this shenanigans. I mean, seriously, I'm already having to redo some of it. Anyway, I'm just gonna shut up about that. That's too much complaining for y'all. Holy crap, we're on 25, and how much? 15 minutes. That's not too bad, I guess. Alrighty, for this one, this is another weird one. At first, I can't picture it, because I'm kind of a guy that just has to play with it and look at it till the very end, and then I find out what's wrong here. But you're supposed to switch this green and this red, and then you're supposed to switch this green and this red right here. Match, and this will bring this down. Now, of course, without thinking about it, I'm like, okay, well, that green's going to go, but no. It actually just stays there because, again, you don't have three horizontal greens matching at that point in time. Or 3 vertically, for that matter. Anyway, yeah, I just need to be quiet. Another symmetrical problem. This is actually not too bad. This is kind of nice. Alright, now that you got it symmetrically looking, let's go ahead and fix it. This is kind of like fractions. What you do to the top, you have to do to the bottom. Or what you do in the numerator, you have to do in the denominator. Likewise, vice versa. So for those who have trouble with fractions and multiplying and all that crap, or getting like terms, keep that in mind, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, give me some coffee there. Alrighty, so we want to drop the yellows off to the right side. 1, 2, 3. Almost there. That's right. Almost there. Just a little further, Lorelei. We got this. Or I guess Prima. I don't know. I think that's her other name is Prima. I think there's her name in the series, but I'm not sure. I just call her Lorelei because of this game and, of course, the Pokemon Yellow version that I played of the Pokemon series. Anyway, let me back up here. This is the Twin Towers puzzle, I call it. Just for something random to help you guys kind of remember, because this is weird. Really quite mind-boggling. You're gonna keep the towers separated, but you're gonna move this red over to the left. That's the first step you're gonna do. And then you're gonna drop these reds out of this little slot right here, because you need to get that out of there. And there you go. You got the towers separated, and you're all good. You're good to go. Man, commentary in this episode is going to really suck. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, that's partially why I was probably putting this off, because this is just really... I can't stand some of these puzzles. They're a pain in the butt to try and think. And speaking of which, as if things were bad enough, you're like, oh, I'm almost done! I'm almost done! You're on, like, you get to this piece of crap puzzle. Now, it would be like, oh, it's easy, yeah, we just gotta match all this crap up, you know? Well, they give you 5 moves, and you're like, oh my gosh, what do I have to do? You gotta match the red, basically, you gotta match all the reds and yellows, yeah, but you gotta match the reds on the right side. Because it all looks like you want to do this, but you can't do that. And you can try finagling this around, you know, and moving it to the left side and make sure it's all nice and pretty. But you don't want to do that. You want to match the reds on the right side. So the first things first, you want to come down here and switch this around, because that's the only move you can do that doesn't match anything and allows you to move this yellow and red and switch it around. Now keep this move in mind right here. What I did here, what I did here, what I did here, instant replay? Oh no. You're going to undo this move as the last move. So first, we're going to come here, move that over to the right, or the red to the right, yellow to the left. Do the same thing to the very bottom, and then right here, we're going to undo the last move. And congratulations! If you've made it this far, you've finished Basic, you're about done, and you survived. Awesome sauce. Yeah! Round clear. Thanks guys for watching, hope this helped y'all, love y'all, don't let tails flap, and stay tuned for next time as we tackle the 3D puzzles. Bye bye now.